Hi there folks, Mr. Swing One here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna kind of go over, I gotta do an inner tie rod end on the Fox. I'm gonna disturb my alignment. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a tape measure. I'm gonna take some measurements. I'm probably gonna hook on the tires somewhere from right front to, I'm gonna center steering wheel up, pull a tape measurement on the tires. Just hooking the tread same place, measure over to the left front tire. Write that down. I'm going to measure front to back so I have a reference point when I get the new part on to somehow, get my alignment back somewhere in the ballpark. Now, honestly, the car should be taken to an alignment shop. I probably will at some point. I just don't know when. But I'm going to swap this part out. I'm going to start by taking measurements. Hopefully, I'll document it pretty good here on camera for everybody. All right. Okay, so as we see, I'm under the car here. The car is sitting on the concrete. I hooked into that tread on the right front tire. Over to here, I got 54. I believe it's 54 and a quarter. I'm going to use that as my tread measurement. Let's see. 54, I believe I'm at 54 and a quarter, so I'm like hooked at the same place. Hooked on the inner tread groove, measured the inner tread groove here. So that's our first reference, 54 and a quarter. I'm gonna get the car up in the air. I'm gonna measure from somewhere, probably the center of the outer tie rod end, to somewhere over on the frame. Gonna get a measurement there. I'll probably count threads too, but counting threads isn't very reliable. I'm replacing the inner, keeping the outer. I probably should have bought outers too, but I didn't. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing. Our first measurements, 54 and a quarter. I'm gonna get the car jacked up, get a jack stand under it, and go from there. Okay, so this is the play we're chasing down. I figured this to be the inner, but watch. Moving pretty good. Now the wheel's off the ground. Sometimes the play isn't as bad when the weight's in the car, but I still want to replace that. I don't want to be doing 90 and that thing separates and I lose steering. So that's the concern. And if it isn't the inner, then there's something wrong with the rack. But I don't suspect there is, because usually if there was that much play in the rack, it would be leaking. And this thing doesn't use power steering fluid. So, yep, that's what we're after. Okay, so now I'm gonna button into a spot. Make sure I'm buttoning. I think I'm buttoning into the rack. Anyway, point is I'm going to butt into something permanent in the car, measure out. Right there. And I'm measuring out to my tie rod end. The outside edge of the tie rod end is about 17 and 1/16 of an inch. And that is going to be, I'm going to take this all apart, put the new inner in, take the same measurement with the new inner, and adjust it out to where our tie rod is 17 and 1/16 to the outer edge of the stud on the tie rod end. And that should put our alignment right back where it should be. Alright. Alright, gonna hit everything with some penetrating oil. If I recall correctly, the jam nut for the tie rod is 7/8. And it should go. It should go. Back. Oh, I might have to torch that. Gonna be fun. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. See that? That is fun. All right. Gonna have to get creative, possibly with a torch. All right. I'm gonna heat this with a torch. This jam nut. A plumber's torch. I don't have an acetylene torch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See if we can't blow ourselves up here. It's always good to have a spray bottle of water around in case you catch something on fire, which I don't have. I have it, but it's not right here. I have a torrential downpour on the way, and I'm like sort of in the garage door. I'm not even all the way in the garage. What did we say our measurement was? 17 and a 16th? Good thing I have it on camera. All right, let's try that. See, it came loose. A little bit of heat always works. All right. All right, so we have the outer tie rod and nut loose. We're gonna hit her with a hammer. That's how that comes apart. And yeah, I can still feel the play on the inner, but I'm seeing right now our tie rod end don't want to come off. Why is that? I think I know why. All that gunk down in there. We have to spray that with some PB, or we might have to stop and get an outer tie rod in and just cut it off. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so what I did, I backed the jam nut out all the way to it. Has no threads, so I can get a 7/8 wrench to hold this. I'm using a 13/16 on the flat of the outer tie rod end, and I'm going to work the outer off. We're reusing this outer. Kind of a, I don't know, I saved a few bucks on an outer, but it's going to cost me in time getting it off. One of those deals. But if you're trying to do this cheap, you do what you do. Some people have more time than money. In my case, I should have just bought a new outer. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Well, folks, as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to stop and get some outer tie rod ends. We will resume this video once I get parts in. This just won't come off. The threads are so rusty, they're jammed, and I'm going to end up breaking something and I won't be able to move the car. And it's just a waste of time at this point. So sometimes you gotta know when to stop. I tried to be cheap, or just ordered what was broke, but in order to get through the whole job, I'm gonna need outers. So I got my 2 inners. I'm gonna get online, Rock Auto, get 2 outers, and we will resume this video when them parts get in.